Welcome back, channel guys. Welcome back to my video. We've got the cart under there for the oil. Got the ratchet, the socket, rags. Got our PF63 oil filter. We got a new addition here. Got some gloves. We've got for our drain bolt. Got another light just in case my headlamp dies out. Filter wrench. Put that here. And we've got 8 quarts of our Restore and Protect 5W30. Now I've got to clean the battery terminals. You can see where it's got a little bit of play, so it's not in the correct position. I'll fix that in a little bit. Maybe I'll do the intake, but first I get a rag, and we've got to pull the dipstick. And we'll do a catch can. And we're going to put dipstick over here. And let's see, let's depress that. These things can be really tissy. Said not today, Jose. There, that out because we're going to put the new one in. I'll take that guy out. Set him there. We're going to put the new one in. So let's go down here. Wiggle our way under here. Drain bolt loose. Nice cold oil. You see that? There's the oil from the Restore and Protect. Now, unfortunately, I'll put that in our little Craftsman things. I love those silicone collapsible parts trays. Got a little bit of oil in the exhaust. Now, have a good day. I'm doing a video. I said I'm doing a video. Have a good day.
Careful.
Yeah. I'll show you all why I don't like doing the transmission pan drop. See what sits right underneath of her. Now I gotta put a different clamp on there. But that's gonna be getting done soon. I'll show you the food. The food's still fine. So not a big deal. But the reason, which I'm sure all of you know this, the reason, let me get my stuff in here. Oh, the reason that you do that is so it drains faster. We're gonna let this drain completely, and we're gonna crawl out of here. Oh, 6'2.5" of me. And I'm gonna set you here, and that's usually me opening this guy without my knife. So that's how intelligent I am. Let me get a knife. I think I got one of them. Alright, thankfully I keep one in my truck. I've got another one in there somewhere. And you push the button, it's a little Gerber, old Gerber. Now we can open our funnel. Oh, this is actually pretty nice. Little magnetic tray. Sit your stuff on. Little pieces. It's got all that there. All your adapters. Probably GM, Ford, Kia, Honda, Toyota, Dodge, Jeep, Ford, Chevy, GMC, Buick, Cadillac. I'm sure Cadillac and all of them are probably the same. This thing is really nice. It's like I think it's plastic, but it feels like a glass. I think this is to hold your fittings on, and this is silicone. So it just pops on there and pops right off. That's pretty neat. So, oh, is that thread on? There it is. There's the adapter. So this thread's on now. Wife bought this for me for Christmas. And this has a valve so you can control the flow. So now I think I'll do that, or do I want to do this one? This might be better for my setup. Let me see which oil. Okay, let me see if this is the right oil. Genuine, it's blue. Alright, let's see, maybe it's green. We'll find out in a second. Or not. So drop it onto my motor. Orange maybe? Alright, orange. Cool beans. Don't need that on there, obviously. Need to set that in there. Look at that. Nice and neat. So, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. It's orange. Generally on these things, it's blue for GM. So let's go down here and see how the oil is draining. And then we'll put our drain plug back in, tighten her down. And then we'll take off the oil filter. Yep, she's nice. She's good. And super important too, when you before you put your filter on, you definitely want to pre-fill it, or else your motor will blow up. I'm just kidding. Good gosh, please do not roast me in the comments. I can hear people now, ooh, triggered. Yeah, tighten it down good. I really need to torque it to 28 foot-pounds. And this is a magnetic one. they say you replace these every, I don't know, every time, but I got a newer one from a different company. It has a magnetic and it has a little rubber seal. Let's see if I can get this thing off by myself without a filter wrench. Nope, she's been on there a little while. Oh. And if you're wondering when you want to do this, now I've already done a motor flush before I put the Valvoline Restore and Protect. But what you want to do when you're doing a flush, you want to run it for 15 minutes. But if you've already done a motor flush, you don't really want to run it. And there's why. Right by all this is your transmission engine, your sway bars in your way, your front differential transfer case as well. You see the shaft going out of the transfer case, and your catalytic converter. They get, I don't know how hot this one gets, but it gets hot. So yeah, you don't want to be goofing around with that. So let's take this off. Let the rest of the oil drain. Hey, you're gonna be in a video. Alright. That's done. Let me get a pair of gloves. Hey, hon.
Yes.
Your funnel you got me is awesome.
Okay.
And look, it's got a bright orange thing. Come look at it.
Am I really on video?
No, it's underneath the truck.
Where's it angled?
Huh?
Where's it angled?
Where's it aimed? Towards the pan, oil pan. Yes. Yep.
Morning.
Morning. Yep. Oh yeah.
Is it
That's
gonna
okay.
hold all you need or no?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. All right.
Alright.
I'm gonna finish this up and then I'm gonna take tires on.
Alright.
All right. Love you.
Love you.
Just on me. Filter is pre-filled. I always want to check your filter to make sure the seal came off with it. You don't want to double gasket it, double seal it, because it'll cause leaks. I haven't done that yet, but this filter is pre-filled, and on the new seal, you want to make sure you put some oil on it, lubricate it so it gets a nice, good seal. And this one's already pre-filled. Hand tighten it as tight as you can get it. Of course, you all know this. Preach it to the choir. Then what I like to do is just wrong direction. Is just get it one turn. And that's full turn. One full turn with the filter wrench, ratchet wrench. Good God. There's some you can use a ratchet wrench. And this is V-bore. That thing is freaking awesome, because look at what's left under here, and that's just from dummy here with the oil filter and me spilling a little bit. But there you go. You want to wipe your sway bar off good, and I'll clean that with some brake clean in a little bit. That's to where the handle, I can reach it. And you want to pull all your stuff on there. You don't want to run over your ratchet. This is actually a pretty nice ratchet here. This controls the flex part. This button here, and then this is left and right. This is Mac. And yeah, it's purple. Never had a purple ratchet, but it's pretty cool. There you go. There you go. Take a bag of rags. And well, what you want to do first, before you pour all the big jug, and if you want to pour the rest of the little jug that you filled your filter with, look at that. Valve's all the way open. Going right in there, liquid gold. That's Amsoil, but still, Valvoline's good oil. This Restore and Protect does seem to do pretty good. So then after you do that, I'm going to do one more quart. Then what you want to do is get underneath the truck and check and make sure that your gasket's on there properly from your drain plug. You don't have any leaks. This is going to be 8 quarts exactly. Look at that. That thing doesn't move, doesn't waffle around. I think you have hurricane force wind and this thing wouldn't move. Nice and tight. No leaks around there. You can't see from here, but absolutely no leaks. Should get every last golden drop, because this stuff was on sale this time. Last time it was not. So I did see, if you want, you can put that in there and let it drip if you're not crazy about getting every last drop. I did see Advance has their own motor oil now, Argos. Maybe we'll do something with that. Put that in there. Try and keep my trash in one pile. And we got no leaks. Not even a drip. If you don't believe me, which I can understand because YouTube has a lot of fake on it. After 2 quarts, not quite 2 quarts, just the drip from where I almost dropped the oil filter, because I'm not as smart as you all think I am. If it wasn't for God's grace and mercy, I'd be screwed. So, there's that. So let's hit this third cord here. Drink up, Yeti. Close my bottoms. I'll take them to recycle today. Along with this one. Now the big Okadoga. We got 5 quarts. Look at that. Drives right on in there. It's got a nice handle if you want to have some extra security or comfort with your oil not spilling. Look how fast that drains down. This thing's awesome. I don't know how much you paid for it, but worth every penny. Best oil filter or oil funnel I've ever had. Look at that. Look at that there. And I'll show you how to reset it when I'm done here. So, put the cap back on the lid here. Now, I've done this so many times I don't need to do it, but if you don't feel comfortable with being sure that the oil is at the proper level, you can take your dipstick and check it 2 or 3 times, however many you want. If you are not comfortable. I need to put that out there because I put all these back in the box until I can find a case, proper case for them. Pretty dead on sweet. Yeah, we got that done. All that rag sticking that. I'll take my gloves off in a minute and show you all how to reset the oil life on this truck. And I'll take a screenshot just to. Definitely don't start it right now because oil will probably go flying everywhere. And then we'll take our piece here, set that there to clean. I'd really like to put the new one in, but I'll do that later. That'll be another video. Get in there a certain angle, turn it, make sure it's locked in there. Then you want to lock that in. There you go. That's done. Done, and done. And then we'll pull our oil pan out. Yeah, back in black, huh? I gotta clean all that up and let the hose drain, but that's alright. And there you are, guys. That is an oil change for this. Really goes all the way back to the LS on these trucks. But I think the next, the older variants, like the 2000, I'm thinking pre-2007 GMT 900. So you want to go hoods open, I know. See, 17.3 miles a gallon. There's 62, so there you want to go 2, 3. 100%. Boom. So I'll get a screenshot of that with my phone for my records later, because I'll probably forget. But that is the oil change. If you guys want, I can go ahead and show you without hitting my old oil filter down there. I can go ahead and show you the transmission, how to check your transmission fluid, which I'm sure you all know this. I'll do another video on the batteries. I gotta clean them and put something down underneath of them a bit later. But if you're interested in what good transmission fluid should look like, I'm a visual learner most of the time, so I like visual learning. Don't know if you are the same way. You pour that, you always want to do a hot check and all, but you can see there, it's nice and red. It's full. It's like a light red color, but I do need to change it this year and put a new filter in. So, but it's still plenty good. If I wanted to go a good while longer, I certainly could. It goes back a certain way, so you just kind of got to jiggle with it a little bit. Of course, you want to check your coolant, which is good. Check all your connectors, they're fine. I probably need to clean my throttle body. I've got to get a scan tool where I can relearn this, because I got to put the new one on at some point. This one's probably dirty too. If you clean it, you can take this off, get somebody to turn the key on, not to run, but turn it on, and then get them to depress the gas pedal. And I believe, I have to double check, but I believe it opens that flap open and closed, so you don't have to worry about getting any CELs or anything. Check your washer fluid. I probably need some in this, to be honest. Yeah, I'll probably use some, but it's alright for now. And I'll do another video on cleaning the wiper blades and proper care of them. I know the brake fluid's good and all, and the hose and all I just had done. Drain and flush, because I had it in my shop for something. I said go ahead and do that, because I don't know when I'll get to it, and it needed to have the coolant flushed anyway. But I like that little Chevy emblem there. That's nice. Next video, if I can, I'm definitely going to do a video on the batteries, cleaning them good. The connections, I'm going to clean all of them again. I got something to put down a negative in the other, and I've got to adjust the negative. It is out of adjustment slightly, and it wiggles just a little bit. You don't want any play in it, because you want a nice tight connection. So there you guys go. So if you like the content, like, subscribe, comment, share, notifications. If you love dirty oil mixed with dirty transmission fluid, and if you want to know what transmission fluid is, it's out of Black Betty. Of course it is. Of course, now right now she's like Golden Betty. She's like Gold Ranger. But she'll get another bath today and vacuum and all. Transmission fluid out of that is this stuff there. Spec 2 Transcend 668 for the Allison 5 6-speed. And I don't know if they still use this for 10 speed Folkson or not. Well, I call it Folkson because it's a fake Allison. Allison doesn't actually build it, so it's a Folkson. It's like Folkleys, you know, fake Oakleys. So anyway, and I'm going to do the tire rotation on this because I need to, or I'm not going to have any tread till summer. Got to do tire rotation on that guy. Got to do the servicing on that guy. Got to find the fuel filter for that guy. If not, I need to get another one and then a spare. And then I guarantee you what will happen I will find a fuel filter magically. As soon as I buy the new one, poof, it'll show up. At a cost of about $60 something for Delco. Now I think I have a Raycor coming for that. I'll show you guys that in a video from the Duramax store. So, yep. Get to see plenty of content like this, and then you'll get to see me dance with the transmission on this one. You might get me to see me dance with that one. I gotta see what this Fel-Pro gasket looks like. At least that one has a drain bolt, and the exhaust is not in the way. Thank God for diesels. I'll change the oil on it, and maybe I'll put the PPE boost valve in it, but that's coming. And I'm gonna put some Diesel Extreme in there. Yeah, Diesel Extreme. I'll put some of that in there, run that through, and then I might change this filter. That filter's been on there about 5 months or so. I gotta find some LX4 lubricity shots. There's little bottles to put in there, so we'll do that when I can get that. It's not, if I can find it in my local stores, I'll get it. I don't think I'm going to, so stay tuned for that. Black Betty's gonna get that done today, and then the car, and then Sophia. So stay tuned, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. You know the deal. I'm going to clean all this up and get it straight, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.